Brought to you by Penguin.
The Painful Truth. Written and read by Monty Lyman. Author's note: confidence, conflicts, and communication. Pain is a universal human experience. It is also a deeply personal one. I believe that one of the best ways of communicating the deep truths of pain is through real stories. Everyone interviewed in the research for this book has given their express permission to be included. For those whose stories I came across many years before conceiving the idea to write about pain, I have applied a double lock of confidentiality. Their name has been changed and the location of meeting moved. If you think you can identify yourself, I promise that this is pure coincidence. All doctors owe a duty of confidence to their patients, a principle that goes back to the ancient Greeks. The Hippocratic Oath states, "What I may see or hear in the course of treatment, or even outside of treatment in regard to the life of patients, which on no account one must spread abroad, I will keep to myself." I am not an expert in a specific field of pain, and have no financial incentive to promote a particular treatment. Through research, experience, and interviews with pain experts and people in pain alike, I have developed opinions on treatments for persistent pain, and I express them. But, while I want to communicate the principles of pain, and really hope that my understanding can be of genuine help, my opinions and reflections in this book should not be read as medical advice. Sticks and stones may break our bones, and words can literally hurt us. So I try my best to avoid the words of war and language that might exacerbate pain. Painkillers will be in most cases termed pain relievers. I must also make an important clarification about the words we use for long-term pain. Persistent pain and chronic pain are the same thing. My preference for the use of persistent over chronic reflects it being a better descriptor for the condition. It is also more readily accepted by individuals and is now becoming widely used. Chronic simply means long-lasting, deriving from the Greek word for time, chronos. But it is not common parlance and means different things to different people, with the most dangerous interpretation being permanent. So while I prefer to replace chronic with persistent, it must be noted that chronic pain is the most widely used medical terminology. We have to be comfortable using both of these terms interchangeably. Prologue. The good news is, there's nothing physically wrong with you. Everything we think we know about pain is wrong. That's quite a bold statement, but by and large, it's true. By we, I mean us as a society. I mean most people in and outside the medical establishment. We misunderstand the nature of pain, and this misunderstanding is ruining the lives of millions. And now I, as a freshly minted junior doctor, was witnessing the consequences of this misunderstanding. It was 9 p.m, and I was coming to the end of an exhausting day shift on the acute medical unit. The sun had long gone down, and the ward was bathed in sallow, artificial light. An acute medical unit is a hard place to forget. All of the chaos of a low-end department store on Black Friday, soundtracked by a disjointed symphony of beeps and groans. All day, the juniors had been seeing new patients in accident and emergency, A&E, who would then be moved into the acute medical unit for further tests and assessments. Later on, they would be seen by a consultant, who would make the final decision as to whether the patient needed to stay in hospital or not. Clutching bundles of files in one hand and jotting down barely legible notes with the other, I trailed the on-call consultant as he strode from bed to bed, assessing the day's patients. He was clearly an excellent clinician, albeit a slightly rushed one. And just as I'd finished scribbling down each action plan, monitor renal function, bladder scan, organised family discussion, he would vanish, searching for the next patient on his list. I dumped the notes and scurried across the blue linoleum floor.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?